Greetings, loyal subjects. Chris of the California Kings here, and we're doing a little bit of a different type of video today. For those of you who don't know, Windows 10 just released. It is available for you to upgrade to if you have Windows 7 or Windows 8, and you can even upgrade for free if you have either of those operating systems. If you have Windows XP or Windows Vista or anything below 7, you're kind of on the short end of the stick, let's say. You're going to have to buy it. If you are a Windows 7 user or Windows 8 user, you can upgrade to Windows 10 for free. So one of the debates is it worth upgrading to? Should I bother upgrading to it? And I'm going to take a quick look at it because I just finished upgrading. And this was kind of inspired by the fact that a couple of the other Kings, they're not sure if they want to go with Windows 10 at all or not because they're kind of unhappy with Windows 8, which I think is very valid. So let's take a quick peek here. So first of all, we're just going to take the basic look of the desktop over here. You've got your start button, got the search bar, and then you've got your taskbar down here. Now the start button is it's a lot more like Windows 7, Windows XP. It's a lot more user friendly than Windows 8. One of the things I didn't like about Windows 8 was when you hit the start button and you brought you to this kind of like video game console dashboard, which has been, still exists on Windows here. It's just a little bit more off to the side. It's been minimized, as you can see here. It's a lot more user-friendly. But for those of you who are a little bit more tech literate versus tech proficient, this is a lot more user-friendly. So you got your start button, and then it brings up just a nice, simple window over here on the side, very much like Windows 7, Windows XP. You got your File Explorer. You can click on Settings. You could click on Power. You want to go check out all your apps? Here you go. One of the things that I really like, however, is this search bar down here. So you can either search the web or you can search Windows. So let's do a quick one here. So if I wanted to search through my stuff, this is bringing up just a quick overview of some of the files on my computer that are related to what I searched for. If I click on my stuff, it'll actually go through and do a beautiful little search here, bring up all sorts of results. One of the things that I like about this is being tech literate, not really proficient. I always had a hard time going, okay, where are my apps? Where are my files? Where can I find this? Where can I find that? And I'm not the best at really diving through the technology of the operating system to find these things. This makes it so much easier. Now, if you're going, let's say if we're going to go and search the web, there is a bit of a downside in that it uses your search browser, your default search browser. Oh wait, why'd you do that? Nope, I can do this. I can do this, I swear. Check the web. Yeah, there we go. I hit enter instead of actually clicking search the web. Literate. But it uses Bing as its default search engine here, which I don't know who uses Bing. It's not really as detailed in its search results as Google. So I wouldn't personally use this as my web search. But that's just me. I don't know if you can change that. I haven't tried. I don't really care to. But you could see that it's very handy if you're just doing something brief, basic, you want to search for something. So you could see here, now I have my default web browser set to Google Chrome, but Windows 10 does in fact come prepackaged with Microsoft Edge. Now I haven't really gotten into Microsoft Edge here, but let's just go to facebook.com. Let's just give it a shot here. Yay, it works. And it goes pretty quickly too. So, Microsoft Edge is not something I'm really going to get into with this video, maybe another time. Because the truth of the matter is, I see that blue E logo and I have flashbacks to Internet Explorer and AOL. No. I got Chrome. I'm happy with that. So it just does come prepackaged with that, and it is automatically set to the default web browser. So for those of you who don't want to futz around with this, just know that that's how it's going to be, and you'll just have to change it, which is actually very easy because going back down here to the start button, click on settings, and then you can quickly find everything that you need as far as like diving into personalization, programs, system, devices, stuff like that. So over here in system, we'll go to our apps and features, but default apps is where you want to go. and then you can quickly and just scroll through music player, photo viewer, video player, web browser, for example. And then if you want to go by file types or by protocol, it's very, very, very user friendly. If for those of you who are like really simplistic about figuring out, well, how do I make the default this? For those of you who are a lot more tech savvy, not only is it streamlined for you to get here easier, but you're going to have a really easy time figuring out precisely what you want to change and set up as your default programs for running certain types of files. And on the taskbar here, you'll notice the icons on the taskbar are a little bit smaller. I'm okay with that. It's not that necessarily a big deal to me because, you know, they're all still there in the same place. And the fact is, they all still are in the same place, and that's great. So let's talk about upgrading here real fast. Now, when I say that everything's still in the same place, this is the setup that I had when I was running on Windows 8 with my desktop right before I switched over to Windows 10. Now, it's always recommended that you back up your files whenever you're changing over to an operating system, and I highly recommend that you do that in this case, regardless of how smoothly it goes. I backed up the important files that I wanted, and then I went and I did the upgrade. Now, with a very fast internet connection like I have, it'll take you maybe half an hour from start to finish to download, copy everything, upgrade everything, and then install it, and then update all of your drivers. So what it does is it starts by copying all of your files that are already on your computer to kind of back them up, make sure everything goes smoothly in the transition. It downloads the upgrade, it installs the upgrade, and then it updates all of your drivers, and then there you go. Windows 10 is installed. Super, super easy. I didn't notice anything missing. Everything is running smoothly. If anything, it did kind of take a little bit of time for it to reorient itself. My computer, when it restarted, this morning, and noticed it kind of took a little bit of time for it to restart and boot up, but since then, subsequently, it's been working fantastic. So here's the question: if you have Windows 8, should you upgrade to this? I say absolutely, and that's purely from a user interface standpoint. The user interface on Windows 8 is just so it's so different and wonky and more suited to like a touchscreen tablet than it is for like a modern desktop that I did not appreciate it at all. Trying to find things that I needed to find, trying to run programs, trying to figure out, okay, I opened a PDF, now how do I do anything with it? How do I print it? Oh, now I right click it. Trying to go through that after being, you know, the consistency of like Windows 2003, XP, Vista, 7, and then 8. 8 was this giant leap in a different direction where the mechanics were so different that it just felt not as user-friendly as previous versions of Windows had. Windows 10 is a nice throwback to the user-friendly interface of Windows 7, XP, Vista, the whole 9 yards. Now, I have a laptop and I've got my desktop. My laptop has, I've always had Windows 7 on there. The desktop has always had Windows 8. I have always had an easier time finding things, tracking things down with Windows 7 on my laptop, which is aged, it's 6 years old, than I have on my desktop. But now, with Windows 10 installed, I feel like this is just, it's so easy, super easy, and I really like it. So that is just kind of a, hey, this is what it looks like. This is what it's like. If you're on the fence at all, I know a lot of people just reserve their copies and went, okay, I'm totally upgrading. That's kind of what I did. I was like, all right, I'll be the one to bite the bullet and I'll test it out and I'll see how it works. And I think it works a lot better than 8. If you have Windows 7 and you like Windows 7, but you just want to get some slicker technology and make your interface a lot easier, definitely get the upgrade. If you have Windows 8, it's not even a question. Unless you are weird and strange and you like the interface on Windows 8 and you're just a stubborn grump and you don't want to go back to the old way, then, you know, don't. But if you have Windows 8 and you have the opportunity to upgrade to Windows 10, I just highly recommend that you do it. It's a lot more user-friendly. It's a lot easier to manipulate things, and I have had such an easy time acclimating to this within the last 12 hours that I've had it than I did with Windows 8 in the first week that I had it. It's just easy, streamlined, and very user-friendly. So that's my review. You know, it's very basic. This isn't like a super deep tech review. This is just, should you buy it? Well, No, you shouldn't buy it. You should download it for free because you've got Windows 7 or Windows 8. I don't know. I think it said something like $119, you know. But that's only if you don't have Windows 7 or 8. If you have Windows 7 or 8, it's a free upgrade. To me, this is just a no-brainer. So, there you go. If you're still on the fence after that, well then do a little bit more research and investigation. But otherwise, that's my take on this. We'll bring you some more gaming videos later. So until the next video, we'll see you later.